God with you.
Okay.
Nothing really special.
Nice. Yeah. Well, good to have you in class. And
You?
Wilson, welcome to class as well. Wilson, how's it going?
Okay, I'm fine. How are you today?
I'm doing really well.
Generally
Again,
well, yes.
yeah. Besides the noise, I just wish there wasn't so much noise
I
next
think
door.
there is a hammer. It's a hammer, yes.
Yeah, they're hammering something.
Hammering. Okay.
Yeah. But what have you been up to this weekend, Wilson? What have
Okay.
you been up to today?
Okay. We just started the weekend working during the morning, and now have lunch. I had lunch, and now I will take this class. Okay. Um,
Nice.
an ordinary day. Good.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's nice to have you in class. And we also have Monica. Monica, how's it going?
Hi, Joshua. I'm doing well, thank you.
Nice. Good to hear. Um, and Monica, what have you been up to today in the past couple of days?
Well, unfortunately, it was a rainy weekend here, so I couldn't do anything special. So I mostly stay at home, watching TV, reading, and doing stuff.
Okay. What have you been reading?
Oh, stuff on the internet, mostly news articles, to
Okay.
keep up with what's going on in the world.
Yeah,
And
definitely good.
in English, obviously, to practice.
Nice. That's definitely a good way to practice. What website do you use? What news sources do you like?
Or I usually check the most known newspapers such as CNN, New York Times, and BBC.
Okay, CNN, New York Times, BBC. Cool. Definitely the big ones, at least.
Yeah,
Okay, and yeah, nice.
the most popular.
Yeah. Susan, welcome to class. Susan, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Um,
Good to see
yeah,
you again.
good to see you as well. And Susan, I guess do you have any plans for the week?
I do have plans for the week. I'm gonna be working and commuting to work, all the routine again. So it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. Okay, sounds really exciting. Um, how long is your commute to work?
It's going to be 40 minutes.
Uh, it's going to be 40 minutes. Maybe like tomorrow it'll be 40 minutes because something will be changed, but generally it is 40
Oh,
minutes.
okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Generally 40 minutes.
Okay. And Ana Carolina, welcome to class. How's it going?
Hi, Joshua. Fine, thank you.
Nice. Yeah, good to have you again. Um, and Ana Carolina, I guess it's probably approaching lunchtime, or it's just past lunchtime. Have you had lunch yet, Ana Carolina?
I had lunch already. It's 2 p.m.
Okay. What'd you eat for lunch?
Beef, French fries, rice and beans.
Okay, nice. That's good. Sounds tasty. Beef. Maybe like a steak? Was it a steak?
Yes, but without the bones. Because when we ask for a steak in the US, it comes with a bone.
Okay. Yeah, generally, I guess. Okay. It depends on the steak, I think. But yeah, I think generally comes with the bones. Okay, and Rebecca, welcome to class. How's it going?
Hi, it's going well. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. Nice to see you again. How was your day so far today? How was your weekend?
My day so far is really busy. I'm really tired right now, but it's okay. It's Monday, so it's harder to start the week.
Yep, definitely hard to start the week. Yeah, long days, long Mondays are tough.
Yeah.
All right. It's good to have you.
Me
And
too. Yeah.
that's everybody. Let's get started on today's class. Talk about lying and honesty. And let's have Wilson. Can you read the title and the directions and the next line?
Honesty. In today's class, we will talk about honesty and dishonesty. Read about lying, practice conjugating verbs, and read some Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah, Calvin and Hobbes.
Calvin and Hobbes. Okay.
Good. Okay. And let's go on to the next one. And let's have Wilson. Can you ask Santiago, or actually, can you ask Susan the first question?
What about Susan? Is there a difference between dishonesty and lying?
I don't think so. I think both walk hand in hand. If you're lying, you're being dishonest to somebody. So there's no difference.
Good. Yeah. So there's no difference. I think that's good. That's a good answer. And does anybody else have any other opinions? Does anybody disagree about that question?
May I?
Go ahead.
I disagree. Slight. Can I say slight?
Slide.
I mean, I disagree a bit.
Okay.
I will type what I tried to say.
Slightly. Slightly.
Slightly, yes. Because of course, when people are deceitful, they are dishonest. But lying is not always dishonest. We have to say white lies all the time in order to be polite. People expect it. We cannot be that sincere all the time. That's sincere. Sorry about my pronunciation.
You did fine. You did a good job. Sincere all the time. I think this is good. It's actually any answer here would be correct. Lying and dishonesty can be the same thing. Dishonesty can be worse than lying. Like dishonesty can be kind of a way of life. You can be a dishonest person, and like lying can be an occasional thing. Dishonest can also be like just not truthful. So dishonest can be less bad than lying, but it can also be the same thing. So really, any answer you give here would be correct. Just keep that in mind. This one's a pretty open answer. But good.
What are white lies? Black lies, white lies, colorful lies?
Yeah. Does anybody who can explain what a white lie is?
For instance, someone gives you a gift, you hate it, but you have to say, "Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I like it a lot."
Yeah. So a white lie is almost like a good lie. It's something that you do to be nice or something along those lines. Does that make sense?
Okay, thanks.
Okay, good. Right. And let's have Susan. Can you ask Santiago the next question?
Santiago, is it ever alright to give only a partial truth?
Well, I think that it depends. For example, if you don't want to hurt someone telling she or he cruel truth, maybe you will tell him a partial truth to avoid um, to avoid making feel him really really bad or really badly.
Okay. Yeah, to avoid making him feel. To avoid making him or her feel.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, good. So if you don't want to hurt somebody, maybe you would tell them a partial truth to avoid them making them feel bad. Yeah, so sometimes it is all right. I think that's good.
So a partial truth is not a lie?
I guess it depends on who you ask. A partial truth is like not the whole truth. So, yeah.
But you know, I agree with Carolina that we in society we sometimes need to use other ways to respond to people, and we cannot be totally sincere because, for example, if your boss asks you what do you think about a colleague, sometimes you don't like the colleague, but you don't have to say this because it's not really you're not gonna benefit from it. So
Yeah, nobody would benefit from it either.
yeah.
It'd just be negative.
Yeah.
So it's better to tell half truth than a lie. I think so.
Okay, so it's better to tell half truth than a lie. Okay, better to tell a half truth than a lie. Good. All right, and Santiago, can you ask Rebecca the next question?
Okay. Rebecca, what professions are sometimes accused of giving misleading or half truths?
Well, in my opinion, I would say politicians always, and journalists, people related to well, that would be journalists. I don't know more. Well,
Can I say something? For example, lawyers.
Yeah. Liars?
When they
but
defend
liars?
some
What kind of
Lawyers. I think it's lawyers.
no,
Lawyers.
lawyers, yeah, lawyers.
Yeah, good. Lawyers, liars, same thing, right?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I think that's good. Politicians for sure, lawyers, journalists. I think those are definitely good ones. All right, does anybody have any questions here?
Nope.
Okay. And let's go on to the next page. Okay, let's actually just go straight through this. And let's start with Monica. Can you try the first one?
Ever since he was a child, Ivan had to pour his force into this. Ivan had, ever since he was a child, Ivan has had poor self-esteem.
Good. Really nice job. Good. Really good reading, too. Evan. Can you repeat Evan?
Evan
Sorry. Yeah, Anna Carolina, can you read the next one?
Your integrity impressed me throughout the trial. I think you are a virtuous person.
Nice, really well done. I think you're a virtuous person. Can you repeat virtuous?
Virtuous?
Yeah, virtuous, virtuous.
My gosh. Could you point out my mistake? Mm, sorry.
So, like that, virtuous.
Virtuous.
Nice, good job. That sounds good. I think you're a virtuous person. And let's try Wilson. Can you try the next one?
Okay. In a trial, the murderer is deceitful. Is that?
This would be a conditional. It's kind of mixed around though. So we'd use the future tense.
In a trial, the murderer will be.
Yeah,
Is
will
that?
be.
Will be. This. How is the pronunciation? Deceitful.
Yeah, deceitful. That was perfect.
Deceitful. Okay. You have to figure out when she is lying.
Nice. Good job. And Susan, what about the next one?
Julie is very frank. No. But I have to use frankness. It's very frank.
Sorry, so there is a better word. Frank could work, but there's a better word. That we don't have to change.
Sincere.
Yeah, sincere is good.
Even when she joked, she struggled to be sarcastic.
Okay, so the past tense. What if it's like a common thing for her? It's an always thing for her.
So we can just add S and say, even when she jokes, she struggles to be sarcastic.
Yeah, even when she is joking.
But
Or even when she jokes. Jokes could be worse. Yeah. She struggles. Yeah, so you could use the simple present or the present progressive in the simple present. Good. Nice jobs.
Okay.
And
I didn't get the meaning. Even she's sincere. Even if when she jokes, she struggles to be sarcastic. I didn't get.
Does anybody think they could explain this? This is a little bit tricky.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay. She's so sincere that she doesn't know how to use sarcasm. She can't because she's too sincere.
Okay. Yeah, and I think that's part of it. Who else is going to explain?
I was going to explain that, for example, you can, sarcasm you can use, for example, oh, I'm sick. It's great to be sick on the weekends. Right.
Yeah.
But it's not great to be sick on the weekends. So she would never use this sarcasm because she's too sincere to say.
Yeah. Sorry about all the hammering. So yeah, sarcasm is when you say something that's the opposite of what you mean, and it's understood. So if you're being sarcastic, you're like, yeah, I love being sick on the weekends. This is great.
Yeah.
It's a way, yeah.
So in this case, Julia would never use that type of sarcasm because she's sincere.
Yeah, she's always telling the truth.
Yes.
So even sarcasm is hard for her. Good, both of you guys, really nice job. And I think we're with Santiago. Can you try the next one?
Okay. If someone has no ethics or moral, they find lying. They find lying. To be much easier. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think that sounded good. I might want to put it into the future, so they will find lying to be much easier.
Okay, yeah. Better.
Yeah.
You're right. They will find lying to be much easier.
Yeah, so again, using that conditional. Okay, so the first conditional. Any other questions here? Any questions?
Duplicity. We're not going to use duplicity. What is this?
We didn't use duplicity. Does anybody think they could explain duplicity?
Duplicity.
May I?
Sure.
Like to be fake. Like fakeness. Yes. To okay.
Go ahead.
No, that basically that's it. Deceitfulness, two interpretations, like sarcasm. Sarcasm has duplicity.
Yeah. Duplicity is more of a negative thing. So duplicity would be fakeness or deceitfulness in a way that is really bad, like you're deceiving somebody if you're duplicitous. Yeah. Hopefully that makes sense.
I have a question. So duplicity is not the same as double personality. I mean, people who has those two personalities.
No, it's different than that. That would be multiple personality disorder, I think, if we're talking about that. Yeah, so it's different. Duplicity, would just be lying to somebody, or like saying one thing and doing another to somebody, being duplicitous.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Julieta, how's it going?
Hello, it is going well. Thank you.
Nice. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
And okay, I think we're good here. Let's go on. Let's look. Where is it? I could have sworn. Huh. There we go. Let's read some idioms, and I think we're with Rebecca. Can you read through the idioms?
Yeah. Above board, benefit of the doubt, cards on the table, fair and square, monkey business.
Nice. Okay. And do you know any of these?
Well, the first one, I have no idea. Above board.
What about any of the others? Do you know?
Yeah, well, benefit of the doubt is when someone is telling something, you think there's a possibility of that would be true, You are not really sure, but you just think, okay, maybe.
Yeah, nice. I think, okay, maybe. So it's if there is doubt that something is true, or if there's doubt that something, happened as it happened, you can give somebody the benefit of the doubt. So because you don't know, you just suppose they're telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good. Monica, do you think you could make a sentence with benefit of the doubt?
Uh, uh, I can come up with something. I'm not sure I will be able to do the work tomorrow, but give me the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. Give me the benefit of the doubt. I think this is good. Maybe I think it might be better if we said, I know you're not sure I'll be able to do the work tomorrow, but give me the benefit of the doubt. So it's like, you know, I think I can do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Makes more sense, yeah.
Okay, good. And nice. Any other? Well, sorry. Let's go on to the next one. Giulietta, can you define another one of these?
Okay. Cards on the table. When you do something and you like you say or do something without lying.
You say or do something without lying? Yeah. It's more than that too. If you're not lying, you're doing the opposite. You're letting everything that you know out into the open. So you're not only not lying, you are being completely open. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, good. And Catalina, what about another one?
Gosh, I don't know, teacher.
Okay, do you think you could make a sentence with cards on the table?
Yes. We have to put the cards on the table. We cannot mislead one another anymore.
Nice. Okay, good. Instead of put the cards on the table, we would use a possessive pronoun.
Our?
Yeah, good. We need to put our cards on the table. We can't mislead one other one anymore. Yeah, that sounds great. Really nice job. Wilson, any of the remaining idioms? Do you think you could tell us the remaining idioms?
I think I have an idea of a fair and a square. I think it seems something that is true, that it's okay. So it's fair.
Okay, so
I think
something that's
all the rules are fair and square. So all the rules are good for everybody. Are just for justice for everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Everything is true. Everything is fair. All the rules are just. Yeah, I think that's perfect.
Just.
Fair and square.
Just, okay.
Yeah. And Susan, do you think you could explain the remaining two? Either of the remaining two?
The next one is monkey business, right? I never heard this before.
Okay. What about above board?
I could guess, but I also never heard it. So.
Okay. What do you think?
I think above board could be something similar to cards on the table.
Uh-huh.
but I never heard that before. So
Yeah. So we could be like, I hope you're being above board with me.
yeah, like honest.
Huh?
Is that
So
is it the meaning honest?
yeah, above board is just honest. Open, again, similar to cards on the table.
Oh,
Not exactly the same, but really similar, yeah.
okay.
Good. Nicely done. Okay, and monkey business? Does anybody know? Maybe Santiago, what do you think?
Monkey business is something about playing dirty or doing bad, making bad businesses. For example, something that is not completely uh, legal, making something illegal, I think.
Making something illegal?
Mhm.
Yeah. Monkey business is similar to making something illegal. Yeah. Something that's playing dirty or doing.
For example, if you are selling drugs, could be a monkey business, right?
Yeah, selling drugs is kind of a sort of monkey business.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's strange in the way that it's used. I think, like, my grandmother would be like, I don't want any monkey business going on when I'm not at home. So, yeah, deceitful, something that's dishonest, something that isn't good, generally. Yeah, so maybe if you are, like, throwing a party at your parents' house, that would be, like, monkey business. Doing something illegal like selling drugs could also be monkey business. Yeah, something that's deceitful or dishonest. But again, it's yeah.
And what about in a soft way? For example, I
In
don't
a
know.
soft way.
Says yeah, something.
I think Julieta's example was good. If you're in school and you're taking an exam, the teacher might be like, all right, guys, no monkey business when you're taking the test. So it'd be like, don't cheat, don't do anything like
Okay.
dishonest while you're taking this test.
Okay.
Yeah. And anything else? Any other questions?
Okay, no.
Okay. And we've done that. And all right, Santiago, can you ask Rebecca the first question?
Okay. Rebecca, how can you tell if someone is being honest with you?
How can I tell? Because, well, I like people when at the moment of talking, it's are looking at the eyes, you know. So that for me is a clue that he or she is being honest.
Okay. I like people when they are looking at the eyes. So that for me is a clue that he or she is being honest.
I think in general you have the body language. Politicians use this kind of knowledge very, very much during the speech.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm not a politician, you know, and I don't usually speak with politicians. So, you know, maybe
Okay.
if I have to handle with politicians, well, I will dominate that ability. But, you know, for ordinary people, I think it's quite clueless.
Yeah. it's quite close. It's quite accurate.
Accurate, yeah.
Can you repeat ordinary?
Ordinary.
Yeah, so ordinary people. This needs to be corrected. This first part. How would you correct that?
I like people that.
I like people that.
Yeah, I like people that, yeah, when talking, yeah, are looking at the eyes. Much better.
It's closer. I like people.
I like people that when,
I
okay,
think who
who talk,
verb.
who?
So
Oh,
we have
closer.
who, verb, then prepositional phrase, and then when they're talking.
At the moment of talking, could I say that? Who at the moment of talking? No.
No, so we need a verb here. Who do what?
Okay, stare.
Yeah, or look.
Okay, look or stare at the eyes.
At maybe your eyes.
Okay, at your
Who
eyes.
look at your eyes when they're talking.
Okay. Well, I think I made the sentence in a Spanish grammar.
Yeah, I think so.
No. Well, now it's much English. Yes.
Yeah, so I like people who look at your eyes when they're talking, or I like people who look at my eyes when they're talking to me.
Okay, good. Okay. Who?
Yeah, and that's a clue that he or she is being honest. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And Rebecca, can you ask Monica the next question?
Okay, Monica, do you think it is possible to be too honest? Why or why not?
Yes, I think it is possible. I think that there are some people who are not able to tell lies because they are too sincere, and maybe when they tell lies, you can spot them immediately because they blush or stammer, and so because they are too honest.
Uh-huh. Yeah. They are too honest. Good. So it's possible to be too honest because it ruins your ability to tell lies. I think that's a really hilarious answer. It's a good one, though. That's definitely a drawback of being too honest. Okay. And okay, maybe
They stammer? What is this? They stammer?
what's stammer mean, Monica?
When you are like that, when you are have difficulty to say some words, so you can you keep repeating them and you try to say the same word more and more time.
Yeah. Exactly. So when you repeat the same word again and again, so it's like the would be kind of like a stammering. It's almost like a stutter, or would be a stutter, really. Make sense?
Okay.
Okay. Monica, can you ask Julieta the next question?
Have you ever gotten in trouble for being untruthful?
Thanks for the question. Mm, well, mm, uh, um, sometimes it happened in the past.
Okay, that's a vague answer. Sometimes it happened in the past. Maybe we could say, well, it has happened in the past. I think that would be better.
It has happened in the past.
Yeah. Okay.
But I escaped in some way, and
But
I'm still alive.
I am still alive. Okay, so what are some problems that you can encounter? Maybe it's not something that you encountered, but what problems do you encounter when you get in trouble for lying? Like, what can happen?
Hmm. What can happen? Well, it's something that I try to avoid because usually they caught me
Because
easily,
usually they catch me.
catch me easily. But when I did it, it was because I thought it was the only way. So that's my excuse.
I thought it was the only way. So that's my excuse. That's funny. Kind of curious now. I think we're good. Okay, maybe Anna Carolina, do you have a story that you can tell about getting in trouble for being untruthful? I'm sure you've got a lot from when you were a kid. Do you have anything funny? No. Okay, what about your son? Has your son ever gotten in trouble for being untruthful? Or any of your sons? No? Anna Carolina? No child stories either?
Teacher, it's a bit embarrassing.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I definitely don't want to embarrass. Okay, and let's look at this one. I like this comic. Anna Carolina, can you read the role of Calvin? And Wilson, can you read Hobbes?
This is what I like about photography. People think cameras always tell the truth. They think the camera is dispassionate. No, sorry. They think the camera is a dispassionate machine that records only facts. But really, cameras lie all the time. Select the facts and you manipulate the truth. For example, I've cleared off this corner of my bed. Take a picture of me here. Let's crop out all the mess around me. So it looks like I keep my room tight.
Wilson?
Is this even legal?
Wait, let me comb my hair and put on a tie.
Good. Anna Carolina, can you repeat records,
Records,
and tidy?
tidy,
Yeah, tidy. Good. Okay.
tidy.
And really nicely done. Any questions here? Dispassionate. What does dispassionate mean, Susan? Susan?
Oh, I don't know. Dispassionate. I don't know.
Okay. What about you, Wilson? Do you know dispassionate?
Maybe it's related no feeling, no emotion. It's a cold machine.
Perfect. Good. So without feeling, without emotion, kind of cold. Yeah, so dispassionate machine that records only facts. And what about
Crop out. Okay,
Pardon? No. Crop out?
crop out. Yes.
Who knows what crop out means?
It's to resize.
To cut.
Yeah, to cut out by resizing. Maybe together you guys got it perfectly. So when you're cropping things, you like choose what you focus on in a picture. So if there's a whole picture and you crop out a part of it, you're just eliminating a part of it, and you're focusing on something else. Make sense?
Okay.
Good. And any other questions?
You are going to ask manipulate, yes?
Yeah. Who knows manipulate?
Manipulate.
To change the reality, maybe.
Yeah. It's like to purposefully change the reality. The reality. Yeah, exactly. And any other questions? Okay, let's have maybe Susan. What's happening in this? What's happening here?
He is explaining how he can fabricate a situation and make people believe that he kept his room clean. I just don't get why he said at the end that he's gonna comb his hair and put on a tie.
Sorry?
I don't get why at the
Yeah.
end he says that he's gonna comb his hair and put on a tie.
Okay, good. Does anybody think they can explain that part?
So he could looks like an important guy with a tie, with the hair combed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he wants to. It's part of changing the appearance of things. So like, he doesn't normally wear a tie or comb his hair, and his room is not tidy, nor is he. But taking a picture can make things change drastically. And so by putting on a tie and combing his hair, he just changes the appearance. It's like, again, manipulating appearances. Make sense?
Yes, I think everybody does it when they take pictures.
Yep, I think that you're totally right. Everybody kind of does it when they take pictures. Yeah. Okay, I think we're good. Santiago, can you think of anything else that people manipulate and it's presented as the truth? It's presented as like a dispassionate truth.
For example, politicians, they always promise many good things in their campaigns, but after they won, they never um, um, they never make it real or make their promises real.
Yeah, they never make.
At least in my country. So.
I think that's a general thing. They never make their promises real. Okay. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Yeah, I don't know if people think of politicians and what they say to be like dispassionate, like things that record only the truth. Politicians are pretty like, people assume that politicians are lying, I think, most of the time. Yeah, maybe Rebecca, what else might be something that tries to be objective or tries to present an objective truth?
What else tries to present an objective truth? Headline.
Headlines.
Yeah, headlines.
Yeah. How so?
Well, it's the idea of someone. So, it's are there thoughts? So it's very objective. No, no. Well, I'm confused with the word now. Objective. Let me check.
So objective is again kind of dispassionate, trying to present only the truth without having your opinions. Yeah. You're totally right. So headlines, they're their thoughts, so it's very subjective.
Mm-hmm.
But they maybe try to write them in a way that is objective.
Yeah, and the other way, but sometimes it's very difficult, you know.
Uh-huh. Difficult. Good. I think we're good here. Does anybody have any questions?
I have a question, Joshua.
Mhm.
How do you call, for example, I think the name is Yellow Magazines or Yellow News?
Yellow journalism.
Yellow Generalist. Yeah.
Yellow journalism. Yeah. Yellow journalism is like,
This is something that always manipulate the reality. I think they try to exaggerate um, some facts to sell more newspaper or more. You know, they try to manipulate the reality.
yeah, they definitely try to manipulate reality more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Is
Yellow
there the brown press too? The brown?
I've never heard of the Brown Press. I
No.
don't think so.
Okay.
Me
I
neither.
think I heard something.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, so I don't think so, but it's possible. I could be wrong. Yeah. All right. And any other questions? Okay. Let's go on. um, I guess maybe Rebecca, can you just ask Monica the the question down here?
Okay. Do you think it is okay to lie to your kids? When or why not?
I think that sometimes it is okay to lie to the kids. Um, we always, as we said before, we always say white lies. So when you want when you don't want to hurt their feeling, you might say some white lie to them.
Teacher?
I cannot hear.
Sorry. Yeah, my fault, guys. Um, yeah, that was my fault. It just muted because of the noise again. Julieta, yeah, did you want to tell the story that you were talking about in the chat box, the one that you remembered? Or do you want... Huh?
Okay, but don't think that I'm like that now. I
No, for
changed.
sure not.
Okay, so I was a kid and I was mad to everyone in my house.
I was mad
So,
at.
at everyone in my house. So, I took a pen and I wrote all the walls, everything. And also, I went to my father's office and I drew on my father's desk.
Oh,
You
man.
are always silly. You are silly.
Really?
So, yes, I was mad. I'm
That...
sorry. So, and then I went to watch the TV. My mother came home and she saw everything, and she asked me and my brother. So I didn't say I did it all the mess. And so my mom um, wants to find the proof, and she gave to me and to my brother a sheet to wrote the same thing I wrote on walls. And my brother didn't know how to write because my brother was younger than me. And so I tried to copy what my brothers wrote, but I wasn't able. So that's the story.
But wasn't able. That's hilarious. I actually did something similar. I once kicked a hole in a wall and blamed it on my sister. But the weird thing was that there's like some time between it happening and her finding out that I'd blamed her. She like accepted the blame for it. So for a really long time, she actually thought that it had been her. So yeah, also really really embarrassing. If that makes you feel any better, I think mine
Poor
was
girl.
worse. Yeah, no, for sure, poor girl. Yeah, and so unfortunately, we are out of time. Does anybody have any last questions or comments?
No, thank you.
Okay. Thank you guys for coming
Thank
in.
you.
Really nice to see you guys all again, and have a really good day.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, my.
Bye, guys.
Bye.